Morning, everybody. Out here in a new park. My dog Annie. There she is. There she goes. Running down the trail, waiting for me. Thanks for joining my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And share it with others. I'd appreciate it. That's where I talk about mental health being spiritual health. Now, I hope Annie. Oh, there you are. Hope you do subscribe. And I want to remind you what I do. Because if you yourself or you know someone who's out there who feels down or depressed, stressed, anxious, or alone, I know what it feels like, and I've been there. And I can help you get out. And that's why I help men be the best version of themselves through companionship. So reach out to me. And I can help you. Now, today we are going to be talking about running for Jesus. Not just hiking or walking. Running for Jesus. And we're going to be in Psalm 92, verses 12 through 14, as well as Titus chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. And here's the verse for today. It comes from Psalm 92. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will still bear fruit in old age. Now, running for Jesus, that you may recall, I believe it's in a letter that Paul wrote, where he said, I've run the race. It's about running the race, living for God. And that's what this is about, running for Jesus. So when you think about running, a lot of people think about the 100-meter dash and Usain Bolt, and how all these sprinters now can run the 100-meter dash in under 10 seconds. But there was someone named Julia Hurricane Hawkins. Okay? Julia Hurricane Hawkins. And in 2021, she crossed the finish line before all other runners to win the 100-meter dash in the Louisiana Senior Games. Trying to find Annie. In the Louisiana Senior Games. And guess what? Her time was a bit slower than Usain Bolt's, like 9.5 seconds, but it was just over 60 seconds. That's right, just over a minute. But here's the kicker. She's 105 years old. 105 years old. You gotta love that. You gotta love a 105-year-old woman still running sprints. And the same way, there's a lot to like about believers in Jesus who never stop running the race, no matter how old they are. That's from Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. And the psalmist in Psalm 92 says this about the faithful in the later stages of life. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will still bear fruit in old age. They will stay fresh and green. That's Psalm 92, verses 12 through 14. Okay. I'm heading back up this steep rocky cliff. Older believers who follow this kind of standard you can still find this and read about this in Paul's letter to Titus. In chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, he talks about senior men and senior women. He says the older men are to be sound in faith, in love, and in endurance. That's verse 2, Titus chapter 2. And senior women are to teach what is good. That's verse 3. So it really doesn't matter how old you are. You should never stop running the race, according to Paul and the psalmist. And he's always running the race. She's making me run, even at 54. So, that means no matter how old you are, you shouldn't stop running the race. Now, maybe not, the way Julia does when she's running sprints at 105. But you can always honor God and share His love and what He did for us through Christ to other people. No matter how old you are, right? God will always provide you with the strength you need. So let's all run the race to serve Him and others well. Annie, always running the race. Aren't you, Annie? She's always running the race with me. Now, here's some questions. Question 1. What are some things you can do to reach others for Christ and help them grow in faith? What are some things you can do to reach others for Christ and help them grow in faith? So for me, I think that means making these videos. That's how I reach others for Christ and help them grow in their faith. How about you guys? What do you do or can you do to reach others for Christ and help them grow in their faith? Share your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Share it with other people. Give us all ideas. Also, how can you encourage other believers to serve as they can? How can you encourage other believers to serve as they can? I don't know, I always try to encourage you guys to, I don't know about serving, but I try to encourage you guys to read the Bible, join a church, you know? And it's good because if you read the Bible, it'll become just more part of your life, and you'll act more Christ-like, and just by doing that, you'll be sharing that with other people, I believe. And all you have to do is read 4 chapters a day, and you'll get through the entire Bible in a year. And 4 chapters is only a handful of pages. Hey, Annie, come on. Annie's running the race the wrong way. There she comes. What are you looking at, Annie? It's cold out here. So how can you encourage other believers to serve as they can? So I encourage you guys to put your answers in the comments and share with others, because give us ideas on how we can share God and Christ's love with other people. It'll help all of us, me included. I want to remind you guys that if you are feeling down, stressed, anxious, or alone, I've been there and I know what it feels like, and it's not good. So if you, and I can help you out. So if you or you know someone who could use my help, shoot me an email. It's in the bio or description. And that's why I help men be the best version of themselves through coaching and companionship. Really, mainly through companionship. So reach out and I can be there for you. And remember today, Annie going after a deer, that's a problem. Remember today to keep running the race, no matter how old you are. If you're old like me, older than me, younger than me, keep running the race. Share your wisdom. God will give you the power and the energy. Because he says, the righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will still bear fruit in old age. So let's all continue running the race and serve him and others as well. And it says that because Jesus, when he was asked, what's the greatest commandment? And he said, love your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And the second one as well, he said, love your neighbor as yourself. So keep running the race, serve him, and serve others. Have a great day. And until tomorrow, peace.